Hey everyone, this is Allie and welcome to the Common Room. I just got done uploading my very first vlog from our vacation to Universal Studios in Orlando, and I'm not gonna lie, it was a little rough, but it was definitely a learning experience, and I feel like we learned a lot of ways to improve for our next vlog. But as everyone knows, with a trip to Universal Studios comes a haul video. As you can see, we have quite a bit of items that we brought back with us from Universal Studios. So let's go ahead and get them opened up and see what we have. Okay, so starting out our haul, I'm gonna start off with an item that we actually got for free. There was a deal going on that if you spent $250, if you bought a gift card with $250 on it, then you got a free wand. Now this time we only got one free wand, but it was one I didn't have, so I'm very excited about it. So it just comes in the standard box. It's not like the collector's edition boxes or anything like that. It's just a little black box. And if you can see, we have Bellatrix Lestrange's wand. So excited because I didn't have hers. So this is a Noble Collection wand. And I think Bellatrix actually has like two different wands that you can get, but the one that's more widely known is this one that's kind of curved. And it has some, it's almost like runes, but it's just kind of this little design on the handle. But hers is super unique. There's not like any other wands that look like hers. And yeah, I was just excited to be able to add that one to my collection just for free, basically, because I definitely spent a little over $250. But yeah, that's our first item, which is Bellatrix Lestrange's wand. Now, surprisingly on this trip, I only picked up two wands, but the next wand is kind of a special one that I'm super excited about. So we have the Collector's Edition 2021 wand. Now I'm very excited. I have the 2020 wand, and I definitely want to start collecting them, but I didn't even know about them till 2020. So I don't have, I think there were two before then. But whenever we went to Ollivander's to get this, and they told me they were sold out. And I was so upset. But then we went to one of the Universal Studios stores at the front of the park, and they had them. So thankfully I was still able to get it. But this one does come in this really pretty like collector's green box. And you can see on the back of it, it has the Wizarding World of Harry Potter trademark on there. We open it up, and the collector's wands are their interactive wands. So they do come with these awesome little maps that has the Diagon Alley and Hogsmeade. And if you open it up, it just shows you all the different interactive spots that you can use your wand. But this thing is so pretty. So here you can see we have the Collector's Edition wand. So this one, the actual end of the wand is painted brown, so it looks like actual wood. But then the handle on this is so pretty. It almost looks like a crown or something on the bottom here. So it makes it look very royal, I guess, in my eyes. That's what I see. And you have the black and the gold design all around the bottom as well. And then this little part looks like little leaves, but the detail on it is so pretty. And I was just so excited to be able to start collecting these. Now with this wand too, I do know that the price went up a little bit from the 2020 collector's wand to the 2021. So this one was actually $75 to purchase. Now, on my last trip, I feel like I bought a lot of wearable items like shirts and jewelry, but I only got two items this time. So I'm going to start off with something that matches my bracelet. So at Morgan & Burke's, they had this necklace that comes in this awesome little pouch, and it was on sale I think it was around, it was like $24.95, somewhere in that area, but it was on sale. And I was very excited because it is the necklace, oh, maybe, that matches my Death Eater bracelet. And I wanted this to begin with. And it's so pretty. You can see it's got the Death Eater mask on there, but those darker black parts are like little black jewels that are all encrusted in it. And it just comes on this silver chain. Now the price, it was normally $37, but again, this was on sale when I bought it. But I'm gonna go ahead and put it on for the rest of the video because it matches what I'm already wearing. No, that won't go over my head. No, it won't, Christopher. As a woman who puts on necklaces, I know when it won't go over my head. You don't understand. You don't listen to me. So first item that was wearable was my necklace. But then I did get one other item from Borgin & Burkes. Now there were so many shirts at Universal Studios that I wanted to get this time, but a lot of them were sweatshirts. And seeing as how it was just coming into being summer and going to be really hot, I decided that I was going to save that for the next time we go on vacation. So I only got one, but I have been looking at this t-shirt for quite a while, mainly because I'm in love with the design of it. Now, I'm not usually a person who buys like colors in my clothes. I'm usually grays, blacks, and whites, but I really like the color of this shirt. It's almost like a dark teal with some blue in it. And if you can tell on the design here, it's meant to look like Harry's Patronus. And you can see Harry right in the middle, casting his Patronus. But if you look closely, the darker part of the design is all of the Dementors from like the third movie and the third book. And I just thought it was so unique and just such a cool shirt. And I always need just some good Harry Potter t-shirts. It's a very thin shirt, so it'll be really nice when I go back to Universal to wear when it's hot. But yeah, I've just been wanting this one for a long time. I thought the color of it was really unique. And again, I'm just in love with the design. But this one's about normal for the shirts that you can buy at Universal Studios. It's $34.95. But the only shirt I got, but yeah, I'm just very, very excited to have it. The next item that I have also came from Borgin & Burkes, and it's one of the best deals that I found at the parks, and it's also one of the things that I'm most excited about. So I really enjoy having like dark artsy themed items on my shelves. I have a whole dark arts themed shelf itself. And I found these awesome little skulls at Borgin & Burkes. And I bought 6 of them. They were only $5 a piece. And they had, oh, they're disgusting on the bottom too. But they had like a big skull, but it was like $50, $60. And these were only $5. So I just thought they were a crazy good deal. And they had a display of them where there was like 5 or 6 of them just kind of huddled around each other. And so I got a few because I figured I can either do that on one of my shelves or I might be able to put multiple ones on different shelves. There's really a lot that you can do with them. But yeah, I just thought they were really awesome. And they're such good, let me show you one, but they're just so well done. Like, they're so creepy. I really like them. I'm very excited to get them on my shelves just to get that little bit of dark vibe on them. Creepy little skulls. Now I actually ended up getting more pins than I expected. So I'm going to go over each of them. I have kind of 2 different sections of pins. So the first pin that I'm going to start off with is one that I did show on my vlog. So it's just this simple Deathly Hallows pin. And I don't know, I just really liked it. I didn't have any pins with the Deathly Hallows on them. And it was just kind of simple. But this one was $9 and I got this one at Borgin & Burkes. Now the next pin, I only saw this. So there are a lot of different like Hogwarts crest pins that you can find at the parks. But I only found this specific one at what shop is it at? I can't remember the exact name of it. I think that there's 3 shops kind of in one, and it's right when you get off of Hagrid's, and it has Ollivanders in it. But so this one, it's a little bit of a bigger pin. It was $15, but it's like this darker themed Hogwarts crest pin. And the colors that they have in there for each of the houses, I just thought it was so pretty. It's just really unique. It's a lot different than a lot of the other pins that you see there because it has like that darker silver color. And yeah, I was just a really big fan of it, and I wanted a Hogwarts crest pin, so I decided to get that one. Now, the next pin that I have, I'm very excited that I finally got it. This one you can find at some of the Universal stores, but you can always find it at the Gringotts Money Exchange. And it is a pin showing the different levels in Gringotts. So you can see it says on here, deep, deeper, extraordinarily deep, even deeper again, and bottom. And it has all the different miles underground that you're going. And this one you can actually, oh, see the little hand just fell down, but you can move and you can show it going to the different floors. And I just thought it was so cool. This one's a $12 pin, so it's kind of the mid-range. But yeah, I really like that one, and I'm really, really excited to put it on my pin board. Okay, so the next set of pins that I have, there's 3 of them, but they're kind of on the same theme. I don't know how many of these pins that there are, but these are the only 3 that I could find at the parks. So I'm gonna start out with the order that I found them. So the first one that I found is the Borgin and Burkes pin. And I think the designs of these are so cool. It's like a Magical Places, almost like a little collection, and it's all with the same artwork. So this one you can see, it has the Borgin and Burkes, the front of the building, and it has the Wanted Bellatrix Lestrange sign on here, as well as a little Nocturne Alley sign. And it's got a darker color theme. It has like the blues and purples, and it's just so cool. I saw these and I fell in love with this little series of artwork. So that was the first one that I got, and this one's also $12. The next one that I found is a really cool one too. So this one is all based on the Ministry of Magic. And this one's also $12. And this one has more of a green and gold theme. And you can see some of the things that they have outlined on this one is going to be the inside of the Ministry of Magic. You can see like the statues. It has a little picture of the phone booth, which would be the visitor entrance to get into the Ministry of Magic. And then it also has some of the memos, the little paper airplanes. Yeah, so I was very, very excited for this one as well. I'm starting to really become a little bit obsessed with Ministry of Magic, or with the Ministry of Magic. So I was really excited to get one of these to put on my pin board as well. And then the last one, the reason I'm saving this one to last is because it is the last one I found, and it was not in the actual parks at all. We were on our way, or we had just gotten back to our hotel like the very last night that we were there. And the hotel, we stayed at Portofino Bay, and they actually have a Universal Studios store in the hotel. And if you stay at any of the hotels that do that, I would definitely recommend going in there and looking to see what they have, because they had a lot of items that were sold out in the parks, but they still had them at these stores. But this one is the Hogwarts style pin with that artwork. Again, also $12. This one has a kind of orange and green sunset-y theme almost, and it has the actual Hogwarts castle. You can see that there is one of the Hog statues from the front of Hogwarts, and then it has the Hogwarts sign and the Hogwarts crest. And yeah, so I thought that these 3 together were just so cool. And I hope that they'll come out with more of these. If you know of any more of these, let me know, because I want them. I want every magical place that I can get in one of these pins. I think they're just so cool. Now, I'm not always the biggest stationery fan, but they do have a whole store in Diagon Alley, which is Scribulous. It has a bunch of stationery stuff. And A couple of the things that they have, now if you watch the vlog, you might have seen that I sent out some postcards to a few of my friends. But the postcards that they have are Mina Lima prints, basically. They are foiled, they are Mina Lima designs, and they are very, very cheap for something Mina Lima. These are only $6, and I got the Whomping Willow, which was the one that I sent everybody. It's just my favorite. I love the way that they designed the Whomping Willow with the text going through it. But then I also don't have a lot of Fantastic Beasts items, so I also got this Fantastic Beast postcard as well. So this one, but they're both gold foiled. You can see this one says Fantastic Beasts and where to find them. And I thought that would look good. Just kind of sat on my Fantastic Beasts shelves. And then again, the amazing Whomping Willow. And yeah, they were just $6 and I thought they were quite a steal. So I got 2 of them. I think the next time I go, I'll get even more of these because you can literally just frame them and they're going to be like Mina Lima prints. And I think that's so cool. The next item that I got is something I'm starting to be an organized person. I like to write down a lot of lists and just write down my plans for the day and the week. And I found this awesome little Ministry of Magic little notepad. And again, I'm getting really into Ministry of Magic. I love the purple on this. And it's got quite a lot of pages on here, if you can tell. It's very thick. And it has the Wizarding World of Harry Potter on the back. And it does have magnets right here. So you can like put this on your refrigerator or something like that to write down like shopping lists. But it was only $10.95. I just thought it was a really cool thing that I'm definitely going to get a lot of use out of. So I picked that up as well. The next 2 items that I have, they're kind of like little toy replicas, but one of them I've been wanting for a really long time. So the very first item, which is the one that I've been wanting, is this awesome little Ford Anglia replica. Now it does say that it's a bump and go Ford Anglia, so it runs on batteries and it'll like actually drive around. But I just didn't have anything Ford Anglia at all. And so I'm really excited to be able to put this on one of my shelves. I don't know where I'll put it because my Weasley shelf is getting a little bit crowded. But I saw this the last time we were at Universal and I really, really wanted it. So I'm very excited to have it. But then we were in, I believe we were in Wiseacres and Wiseacres or Filch's Emporium. I can't remember. But they had another little replica, which is a little Hogwarts Express train. Now this one is also a little toy that you can pull it back and it'll drive. But I don't have anything Hogwarts Express either, like no little replicas to put on a shelf. And these are just really small and they'll fit on a shelf really nicely. So I was really excited to get this one also. This one could go on my year 1, but really it's in all of the years, so it could go on any shelf. So yeah, I was really excited to get both of those. I'm not gonna lie, the next 2 items, I wasn't sure what they were whenever we were going to film this video because this stuff has been sitting just in my office for a couple of weeks because I was editing my vlog and it was taking forever. So I was really excited when I saw these because it was almost like the first time that I saw them again. So I'm so excited about this item. This is another one that I saw the last time we were at Universal and I didn't pick up, so I had to get it whenever we went back. This is a little sorting hat replica. Now, I love it because it's the sorting hat sitting on the stool that they use to sit on whenever they're actually sorted. And it's got this really cool bottom that looks like the floor from the Great Hall. Now, this guy is $29. Now, you can see the detail on the sorting hat itself is really nice. You can see his actual face in the front here. And he's got little patches on him. Like you can see there's a little patch right here and another little patch on the hat there. And I have like a big sorting hat little replica that I put on the top of my Christmas tree, but I didn't have anything small to go on a shelf, which is kind of the theme, I guess, of these last few items that I've had. So yeah, I'm really excited for him too. He is definitely going to be going on this year 1 shelf. So excited. And the next item, I believe the sorting hat and this next item I got at Filch's Emporium, which is in Hogsmeade. But this one is a, oh, which direction does this go? This way. This is a little Hogwarts castle replica. And again, I do have a big Hogwarts castle replica, but they just don't fit on shelves. But this, you can see the Great Hall, and you can see some of the Hogwarts turrets. And it's just a really nicely done little replica. And it's just something simple, but I definitely wanted it. And this one was $34.95. You can see the little trademark on the bottom here. But yeah, I just thought that looked really good, and everybody loves Hogwarts, so I had to pick up a little Hogwarts. So we have kind of two more sections going into the haul video. The next section we're going to go into is the candy that I purchased. So the first thing that we have is some chocolate coins from the Gringotts Money Exchange. These are $6.95, and they come in this little Gringotts Money Exchange pouch. But inside of this little pouch, there are little galleons or little coins in here. And I thought they would be, of course I want to eat them, but I thought they would be a good little, oh, this guy's kind of opened. I might have to eat him. But there's like multiple of these little coins. And I thought I could put them on one of my shelves just as some little galleons. And you can see on here that they say, on the back, they say galleon on there. And then on the front, it says Gringotts Bank. So they're just little candies, but they have a multi-purpose use. So I thought I could use them to put on one of my shelves. Go back in your home. Go in your home. Then another item that I have is just a simple item, but it's a Honeydukes milk chocolate bar. I really just liked how the Honeydukes symbol on it and the colors of it are just so bright and bold, and you can definitely tell that that's a Honeydukes bar. So that's going to go on my Honeydukes shelf. And this was $5.95. This is another item. Now I haven't tried this item because it's dark chocolate with chili powder in it, and that just sounds awful to me. But they're called Choco Chocs, and the packaging itself is very magical, so I definitely wanted to get this to add to one of my shelves. But I mean, you can eat this candy. I just have it to display, but you guys can definitely eat it. If you've eaten these, definitely leave a comment and let me know if it is something I should try. I don't like spicy stuff, and so chocolate and spicy together just terrifies me a little bit. But these were $9.95. And again, I just thought it was pretty magical. Choco Choc, you can definitely tell, is some kind of wizarding treat. So that's going on a shelf also. But my favorite thing that I got candy-wise from the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, if you saw my vlog, you probably saw that on day one, I went into the Weasley's Wizard Wheezes store asking about skiving snack boxes. And of course, they were out. They told me that they were supposed to be getting some soon, but they weren't sure when. And then the only day that we go to the park, the very last day where we did not film, they had skiving snack boxes. I am so excited. I've been wanting one of these for so long, and they never have them when we go. So the lady told us too, like we went Friday morning and we were talking to the lady working in the store, and she said they got them Thursday. So I'm assuming they got them Thursday and probably stocked them like after the store closed. She said that they only received, I think she said 16 or 17 of them total. And I don't think anyone had gotten one whenever we did. So this is the iconic skiving snack box. You can see it says skiving snack box on the front here. And on the very top, it says Weasley's Wizard Wheezes. I'll open this up for you. They're really cool. And they have 4 different candies in them. I did have to untie the little tie on the front of it to get it to open. But what you do is you just pull this down and pull this up. These little sides pull out. I don't want to ruin it. But they pull out and it's like this whole little case in here. And on top, there are two things of the Puking Pastels hard candy. We have, on the bottom, we have the Fainting Fancies candy. On one of the sides, we have the Fever Fudge. And then the one that we did not get to try until we actually went to Universal this time, the last candy that they have is the Nosebleed Nougat. And so it's the Skiving snack box just has all of the iconic Weasley twin candies in it. And I'm just so excited to have gotten it. So it's definitely more of like a little display piece. Like you can buy these candies separately, but I wanted the box. The price on this is $39.95. So it's a little more expensive than just buying the candies by themselves. But I'm just so excited that I got it. I was so disappointed the whole trip. And then that last day, they were like, here you go, Allie. Let's end this good. So I'm very excited to have that. And out of all of these candies that you can get in the Skiving snack box, my favorite has to be the Nosebleed Nougat. We just tried this one and it's just sweeter. I'm a very sweet, chocolatey person. It's got like a marshmallowy center in with the nougat, and it has pistachios on it and like these little candy pearls. Oh, it's very good. If you are going to try any of the candies, definitely try that one because it's my favorite. Now for my very last item that I have, it's actually 3 separate items, and I did talk about them a couple times in my vlog, but they are definitely the things that I am the most excited about from this trip. Now they are Noble Collection items. One thing I do want to let you know, I think they might be in stock on the Noble Collection website now, but at the time of purchasing these, they had not been for quite some time. But I got all 3 of the miniature Broomstick replicas. Now it's going to be a little difficult for me to show you them because they come with like a stand, but they aren't connected to the stand. So I'll have to pick them up individually. But the first one that we have is our Nimbus 2000. These things are so amazing looking. I'm in love with them. But so you get the actual broomstick itself, which you can see they are very detailed. They're very heavy too, like they are quality made. They've got the little kickstand. And then you can see that on the handle of the broom, you even have where it says Nimbus 2000 on here. And the kickstand actually works too. Like you can put it down, but then you put the little kickstand back down here so you can set it on its little stand. So the stands are really cool. You can see that it has like, it's like a wood plaque almost. And it has the Nimbus 2000 written on the side. And the way that you set these up is you just kind of sit the broom where you can still see the little Nimbus 2000 plaque on here. And then you just set the broom on it, and then that's how you'll display it. They just don't kind of go into anywhere, so it won't stay on it if I flip it over. But yeah, I just think these are so cool. Now, each of these that I'm going to show you are the same price. They were around $65. Again, if you go onto the Noble Collection website and they are in stock, I think they're only around $50, $55 on the website. So they are a little cheaper if you can get a hold of them. But so we started off with the Nimbus 2000, but then we also have the Nimbus 2001, which is probably my favorite since I'm a Slytherin. But this one again is just made so well. You can see the bristles on the broomstick. They even have that little bit of different color on the tip. And you've got the silver where the kickstand is. And then this one on the handle, if you look at the top, you can see where it says Nimbus 2001. And then the plaque, or this, oh God, I'm gonna break it. The stand on this one is really cool. It's really sleek for the Nimbus 2001 because it actually comes with a black stand. So it's just the black stand and it has the silver Nimbus 2001 right there. And then again, you just sit it on there like that. I'm so excited to get these on my shelves. You have no idea. I've been wanting these for so long. So we went over the Nimbus 2000 and the Nimbus 2001. So there is one more iconic broomstick that they have. So we have, and this one, the broom is really cool looking, but we have our Firebolt. So with the Firebolt, it does have a little different design on the actual bristles of the broom. It's just a little chunkier like it is in the movies. And this stand, even though the stands are a little different, it also moves up and down. And then you've got the really cool handle here with like the different wood texture on the bottom of it. And it has the runes right there on the handle as well. So cool looking. I'm really just in love with these. So the Firebolt also has a wooden stand. So you can see the difference in the actual like wood grain on the Nimbus 2000 and the Firebolt. So they're similar, but they're not the same. This one I think looks a little more refined. And then it has the Firebolt plaque there. And you see it has the runes underneath it as well. But yeah, I'm so excited to have these, you guys. As soon as I saw that they had them, I was a little worried since they were out of stock on the Noble Collection website. But seeing that they had them, I knew from the beginning of the trip that I was getting them. So those are my last items, my Noble Collection broomsticks. So that was the end of my Universal haul. Like I said, my favorite items were probably the miniature broomstick replicas, but I was definitely pleased with everything that I was able to pick up on this trip. But I would love for you guys to leave a comment below and let me know what your favorite items were. There's so much to get at Universal Studios and I can never bring home enough items. But yeah, I would just love to hear what you enjoyed out of the haul from this vacation. As always, guys, thank you for watching. If you would like to see more videos related to Harry Potter and the Wizarding World, feel free to like this video and subscribe to my channel. And I hope to see you next time in the common room.